to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to start phase 1 of redoing my bedroom, and I'm gonna take my grandmother's old dresser that I've had in my room for maybe like 10 years now, and I'm gonna be painting it white with chalk paint. So I've never used chalk paint before, but I watched a lot of other YouTube tutorials about how to use it and everything, so I'm just gonna let you guys know like what I'm doing with it. And sorry if there's echoing, I have nothing in my room right now, but that's a whole another story. so yeah, we'll get to the chalk paint. I'll just show you guys like what I'm doing the entire time, everything I bought, and just I guess like how I would do it, and then we'll see if it turns out good. So it's like a nice dark wood. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna get some fasteners, or not fasteners, I'm just gonna get some knobs and put one knob on each of the drawers because the drawers aren't that long, so I think one knob will be fine. So, and it has 9 drawers, and I think what I'm gonna do for the bottom, I think what I'm gonna do for like down here, these little pegs, is I'm gonna take like about half of it, like from there down, and do like a nice, like the gold and everything. So it's gonna be white with like that little gold accent, and then I'll do like gold knobs on it, and we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just take this soapy water and a paper towel, warm soapy water and a paper towel, and just wipe down the entire dresser because it's really dusty and everything. So I'm just gonna go through, wipe it all down, make sure that everything is good. So here we go. Alright, here's some of the supplies that I will be using for this. So first we obviously have the chalk paint, Rust-Oleum chalked ultramatte paint in linen white, and I just found that at Home Depot. It was about maybe like $15 or $16, something like that. And then they didn't have the wax I was looking for, so I had to get wax from Behr that was decorative finish. So I think this isn't the like kind of looser one that you can put on with a brush. I think this is more the one that you put on with a t-shirt, and you do like the circles with it. So I got clear because that's what people say works best for this. Next we have the paintbrush. I invested in a good paintbrush for this. This was maybe like $12. I mean, it was more expensive than the like, you know, $4 paintbrushes, but I decided to invest in a good one so that hopefully it doesn't leave like many hairs behind or anything. And then next I am going to use a mini roller because I know a lot of people do use paintbrushes, but it, you know, it should roll on pretty good, and that way I don't have to spend the whole time painting it, and hopefully there'll be less streaking. Next we have obviously the Scotch Blue painter's tape. And I got it in the, what size was it? I don't know. It was like 1 1/4 inch, I think, for the sizing. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape off the dresser next. And next I have the sandpaper. I didn't actually like go out and get the sandpaper. I just found it in my dad's garage. So 220 Grit Sandpaper. I'm actually not entirely sure what that even means, but I know I just have a couple things to like sand down, just some imperfections that, you know, have gathered on the table through the years that I've had it, or the dresser through the years that I've had it. So yeah, so I won't be actually sanding down the dresser because obviously you don't have to sand down the dresser for chalk paint, but I am going to be sanding down the imperfections, you know, like if I spilled something on it or whatever, because I saw like a couple spots where it's like raised up and I want it to be perfectly even and all leveled out. So I'll just go through, take the sandpaper and like sand those parts down to make sure the whole top of it is going to be even. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. So like right here I have something, don't know what it is, could be like makeup or something that's just stuck on there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like sand that stuff down. And then I will, after that, I'll be ready to, after that, I'll be ready to start painting it. Okay, so I think I have my dresser all officially taped off. Took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. Oh, here it is all taped off. Finally time to start painting the dresser. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the paint. All right, so we have the first side of the dresser done. Now you can see some of the brown peeking through. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like 2 or 3 coats of this because when you get up, you can see, I'm trying to show you. You can see like some of the brown peeking through a little bit. That's just because it's like a really dark wood. So I will go ahead and do like a couple coats of everything just to make sure it's all like fully covered. Hi y'all, it's day 2 of the painting my dresser with the chalk paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat. I let it dry overnight. I know chalk paint dries fast, but I just wanted to make sure that it was all dry and good, so it'd be ready for a second coat because it is really dark wood. So I'm thinking it might take 2 or 3 coats of the chalk paint to get it fully covered. So I'll go ahead and do a second coat, and here's the process of that. Okay, hi everyone. So it is now day like 4. I just did a little bit of touching up on some parts of the dresser, and then now I'm just gonna go ahead and like wax it. I didn't get like the wax that I wanted, so I'm not using the foam brush like I wanted to. Like, so what I got was like the Bare decorative finish wax, which is more of like a solid. So I'm gonna be going ahead and putting that on this old t-shirt that I found. So, because you need to put it on with some cloth. So I'm gonna cut it up and make like one rag, like a dirty one, and one like a clean one, and then just go ahead and put the wax on. So yeah, I'll show you guys that. Alright, so I'm just gonna open up this thing of wax, which I already have opened, and so I'm basically just taking a little. Alright, so I'm basically just taking a little bit out of the container, and then, oh, that's too much for the spot I'm doing. And then I'm just like rubbing it on these spots. Now since this is such a tiny spot, I'm not going to do the whole circular motion thing because it's not really going to work for a spot like this, but on the bigger spots I am using the circular motion technique. Okay, so I just finished putting the final wax coat on all of my drawers, and now I'm just gonna go through and take all the tape off of the dresser and off of the drawers since they're all done and painted. Okay, so the chalk point Okay, so the chalk paint portion, the chalk paint portion, I'm trying to think of the word. The chalk paint portion of this video is now like over with, and now what I'm basically doing is gonna show you guys like the embellishments that I'm putting on the dresser. So I'm making the, sorry, my dad's vacuuming in the background. I'm making the, trying to think of what they're called. I'm making the legs of the dresser like half, the bottom half is gonna be gold, and then I also bought some gold knobs for the drawers off of Amazon. So here's what I got so far. I painted them yellow first to get a nice base on there. That way I won't have to do as many coats of the gold color. So I'll probably only have to do a couple coats of the gold color of the metallic gold paint instead of having to do like a bunch, because that's not like thick coverage usually. So that's what I got going on now. Looks kind of ugly at the moment, but I promise it will look better soon. So I'll show you guys when I put the gold on after this dries. This is now day 146 of the dresser makeover.
Am I being too loud?
Just a little bit. This is now day 146 of the dresser makeover. No, just kidding. It's maybe like a week later from everything else, but yeah, I finally got around to putting the what are they called?
Knobs.
Knobs on the dresser. Uh-oh.
Pull the wax off.
What? Alright, so we're putting the knobs on the dresser. I ordered these fun little nifty knobs from Amazon for like $15. So yeah, I can leave a link in the description if anyone needs some knobs, because that's what YouTubers do. They leave links in descriptions.
Wait till you start recording.
Okay, when I'm recording.
And I'm gonna be in the video.
Oh, that was the noise. Oh, I didn't like the squeaky noise.
Didn't like the squeaky noise?
Dust buzz. Alright, so the dresser is successfully finished, finally. So, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you guys to my new dresser through a little montage. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to chalk paint and chalk painting a dresser, and thanks for going on this journey with me. So we'll see you next time with another DIY or another adventure, who knows. Bye!